Is the WWE in turmoil? And who, if anybody, is going to walk out of Impact Rebellion as a dual champion? Hello, everybody. It is John. It is WrestleScope Weekly. Thank you very much for tuning in for what is, sorry, I'm playing with my cords here. What is day number 24 of the 30 days of WrestleScope? And yes, I'm getting notifications that I'm live. Thank you very much. As always, let me get these up here real quick. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And the other thing is to please hit the share button. Hit the share button and let people know about this video, whether you're watching live or watching this on replay. I would greatly appreciate it. Always appreciate any help that I could get from my friends and viewers. And we've already got people checking in. I will get to the comments very shortly here. But please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and crush that notification bell. We're up to 110 subscribers now. Thank you very much. On our way to 1,000. And I'm going to set a goal and a date for that and maybe plan something special for episode 1,000 or for subscriber 1,000. We'll see how that ends up working out. But we've got a lot to talk about on the show today, and I don't want to get right into the title story quite yet. We're not going to go ahead and do that. But what I do want to talk about is something big that came out of Smackdown last night, and that is Daniel Bryan. Is he actually going to be leaving Smackdown? So in what was, once again, Smackdown doing a great job of having the show-long narratives, and, before I forget, hey Hunter, how are you? They started off with the show-long narrative with Daniel Bryan. It actually started out, and this is not going to be a play-by-play, but started out the show with Cesaro in the ring, getting ready to talk, and who comes out to interrupt him but Seth Rollins? That's right, good old Seth Rollins comes out. And then we end up with Jey Uso coming out. And then Daniel Bryan comes out, and Daniel Bryan does what Daniel Bryan does and kind of incites problems with people and talks about different things and really kind of gets things going. They end up having a really good tag team match. All of this goes through about the first 35 minutes of the show. And then after the match, we end up seeing Daniel Bryan and Cesaro still in the ring, and Daniel Bryan really just egging on Roman Reigns. Egging him on. We did end up seeing Roman Reigns during the opening segment comes out, and it looked like they were going to end up having all three guys going and attacking Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. It didn't end up happening. Well, we end up after the match with Cesaro and Daniel Bryan just cutting down Roman Reigns. Daniel trying to get Roman to accept the challenge of Cesaro for the Universal Championship. And it just kept going on. And we end up finding out later that we're going to get an answer at the end of the night. Following a tag team match, which I was a little perturbed by this. We get Rey and Dominic Mysterio getting the win over the Alpha Academy. And we have Rey and Dominic's music hitting. They're walking up the ramp. And all of a sudden, Cesaro's music starts. Like, did we really need Rey and Dominic to kind of get stepped on by Cesaro? Maybe if it was inadvertent or whatever, did they really have to do that? Couldn't we have let them go off and then they do the backstage thing where you see Daniel and Cesaro walking through the back, and then we come out of the commercial break and he's in the ring? No, I guess they didn't want to go that direction. So they goad Roman and Jey and Paul to come out again. And Roman gets in Cesaro's face and basically tells him, you're not worth it. You're not worth my time. I'm not going to do it. And then he turns to Daniel Bryan and, basically says, I've got a problem with you. I've never liked you. I don't like you now. I want you off my show. So you know what? I'm going to accept the challenge, but it's going to be, or I'm the one making the challenges, and it's going to be you. And it basically comes down to Roman Reigns told Daniel Bryan that, all right, I'm going to put the title on the line against you. And not if, but when I beat you next week, I want you off my show. I don't want you here anymore. I want you gone. So they've made it official. Daniel Bryan has put his SmackDown career on the line against Roman Reigns next week on SmackDown, taking on the Universal Champion. And if Daniel Bryan loses, he cannot appear on SmackDown anymore. Which, okay, this may end up leading to how Cesaro ends up getting a match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania Backlash, which honestly will literally have not even a 2-week build. Because let me look at this here. Let me look at the calendar. So next week, Friday, would be April 30th. Then we would look at May 7th. Actually, well, it would technically have a 2-show build. May 7th and May 14th, with WrestleMania Backlash being on the 16th. So technically, it would have a 2-show build. Hunter, I was going to get to that. Daniel Bryan going to Raw. I don't think so, because Daniel Bryan had some comments earlier this week in an interview, and unfortunately, I don't have the transcript up, so I cannot give proper credit to the interview, but it was all over Twitter, where he basically said he had just kind of a different feeling going into WrestleMania this year, and coming out of it, just almost like an odd feeling. It really wasn't an excitement or anything else, and it really just kind of got him to thinking more about his life as a husband and a father, and just putting things into perspective. His current contract is up soon. So this could be a way for Daniel Bryan to be written off of television for right now. Maybe spend the next few months or whatever at home, spending quality time with his wife and his 2 children, which I think is great. He doesn't want to miss out on those younger years. And as a father of 6, I completely understand that. I think this is a good way to do it. You could get 2 things to come out of this. One, you give Daniel Bryan a chance to be ridden off into the sunset, which doing this on SmackDown is a little surprising. I would have figured that maybe they would have pushed this to WrestleMania Backlash, and then you have Roman versus Cesaro at Money in the Bank, unless they've got other plans for Cesaro at Money in the Bank, but we'll talk about that later. And again, this is a way of potentially building up his friend Cesaro as the one that, hey, I need to do this for my friend. I need to stand up for my friend. So, going back to what Hunter said, Daniel Bryan on Raw, not quite yet. I see it happening maybe after SummerSlam. You really hope Daniel wins. It's not going to happen. Then again, we could get swerved here. I mean, who knows? But do you really want to have Roman drop the belt on SmackDown? Unless they do a quick turnaround and Roman just goes ballistic for 2 weeks, destroying anybody and everybody in his path, and then he wins it back at WrestleMania Backlash. I don't know. But again, just the name of that pay-per-view, this doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah, he had talked a lot about going into WrestleMania. He didn't know when his last WrestleMania was going to be, and maybe this was it. Maybe this was at least his last WrestleMania main event. It's hard to say. This is definitely going to be very interesting viewing next week. I expect to see WWE doing a lot of Daniel Bryan on SmackDown video packages. Like, oh, this happened on SmackDown with Daniel Bryan, and on this date on SmackDown, a lot like they did with Edge, where they had all those, Edge did this and Edge did that, on this day. I see them doing quite a bit of that. What does this mean for Cesaro? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those situations where, again, the guy that really should be the focal point ends up looking like a third wheel, like a tag along. Like, that buddy that, his best friend is dating the hottest chick in school, and he's just kind of hanging along. Yeah, Big E needs to win. Yeah, that's another one, Hunter. We've already got announced the Intercontinental Championship rematch between Apollo Crews and Big E for the IC title. Big E's not going to win it back right now. I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to continue to play up this Commander Aziz thing where he hits the Samoan spike, Nigerian nail, whatever they're calling it. it just looked bad. And much like, Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful Select has complained about Apollo's gimmick, and I have to agree with him. I don't like the gimmick right now. I really don't. I'm fine with him being a heel. I'm fine with him kind of looking back at his, his African, his Nigerian history. That's fine. No, Aziz, he's just he's another big guy that gets involved in matches. Gee, where have we seen this before on Raw? Oh, that's right. One half of the tag team champions that have kind of disappeared. We have not seen AJ Styles or Omos since WrestleMania. They're gone. Do they not exist anymore? This has been kind of an interesting time in WWE, and I'm going to transition to that in a minute, but I do want to talk about AEW real quick. And congratulations to Tony Khan and the entire AEW crew. 2 weeks in a row going uncontested on Wednesday night. They drew just over 1.2 million viewers on the first Wednesday night with no competition, and they drew just a shade over 1,000,001 viewers, 1.1 million viewers this past week. So yeah, there was a little bit of a drop, but it wasn't a significant drop. And boy, I took some heat. I really took some heat on Wrestling Daily on Thursday with Alex McCarthy and Stephanie Chase. I had made a sarcastic, snarky comment about, yep, they dropped 100,000 viewers. It's downhill from here. No, I was kidding. I think, will they drop below 1 million? They might. Over the summer, as things are opening up more, it's possible they could drop below 1 million viewers for a week or two and then bounce back up. But I can see them consistently staying above 1 million and possibly moving even to 1.5 million. And coming up in a week and a half on May 5th, it could go one of two directions when they have the Blood and Guts match on AEW Dynamite. Excuse me for a second. Which has been announced that is going to take up the entire show on Dynamite. Which personally I think is a bad idea by AEW. I would not do it. 60 minutes, the whole second hour? Absolutely. But the full 2 hours? I don't know. Are you going to be able to maintain viewers for the full 2 hours for that one match? That's asking a lot. That really is. And if you have viewers that are interested in that kind of thing, namely female viewers, there was a report that came out during the unsanctioned match between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, which Britt Baker got very bloody in. There was a report that female viewers dropped it dramatically because of that, because they didn't want to see the blood. Will we see that on May 5th? I certainly hope not. I would love to see AEW knock it out of the park and draw 1.5 million people for that episode. That would be huge. Will it happen? I don't know. But their numbers are going to stay consistent. And I think WWE has to be concerned a little bit. Just taking a look at Raw numbers. Smackdown, the early overnight numbers showed that Smackdown had just over 2 million viewers. Now, the difference there is, and we have to take this with a grain of salt, that SmackDown is on Fox, and Fox is still a over-the-air broadcast channel, so it's not just a dedicated cable channel. So people don't need to have cable or a streaming service to be able to get SmackDown. Whereas, Raw on USA, NXT on USA, and AEW on TNT, you have to have a streaming service or you have to have cable or satellite to get it. So it makes a little bit of a difference when something is actually on free TV as compared. But it's great to see SmackDown is still drawing those solid numbers. Is AEW going to get in the neighborhood of SmackDown? Possibly. It's really hard to say. If they stay on TNT, I don't know if they'll ever hit that 2 million part. Will they get close to Raw, though? I think if Raw continues to put out bad product like they have been for the last month, I see their numbers dropping. I would not be surprised if we saw, maybe coming out of WrestleMania Backlash, a 1.5 million number for Raw on one of those Monday nights. It's going to get interesting. It really is. And you have to wonder if WWE is going to start looking at those numbers. And the other thing to ask is NXT, are they going to get close to that 1 million number? They were up about 45,000 viewers, up into that 850,000 range. They were up from their first Tuesday night. If we see a consistent bump up again, could they hit 900,000 in the next couple of weeks? 1 million can't be far away. You'd have to think that Triple H and HBK have got to be looking at this. And if the numbers continue to go up a little bit, you have to think that, hey, maybe we need to pull out something big so we can hit that 1 million number. I think they could do it. We shall see. That's going to lead us into our next topic here in just a minute, but I do want to talk about a couple things. First of all, I want to talk about our friends at Iron Jock. Once again, I am wearing the Iron Jock hoodie. I absolutely love this thing. It is just so comfortable. It has the nanotechnology, the silver lining in it that takes away the stink from sweat. If I was a person that worked out, which I don't work out that much, and I know I should. If you're one that likes to work out, but you're tired of having sweaty, stinky workout gear, hook up with Iron Jock. Go to ironjock.com, ironjoc.com. They have t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, underwear, socks. They have the hoodies, the sweatshirts. They have hats. They have golf gear. So many different things out there that are going to change the way you work out, because you won't stink. You can keep stuff in your bag for a couple of days and continue to wear it, and it is guaranteed for the lifetime of the product. That 2-3 years down the road, guess what? The odor killing technology is still going to be there, and it's going to work. Find out more. Follow Iron Jock on Twitter at IronJOC and visit their website, ironjoc.com. Check out the new golf gear. And for the ladies out there, they've got women's apparel coming very soon. They are working on it as we speak. So that will be coming very soon. Also, let me plug, when you get time, either during this broadcast or after the broadcast, go into my bio here on YouTube, or actually got to say hello to the viewers on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. We are broadcasting live for only the second time on Twitch. I will have to check and see how that is going. I don't have that screen up right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Hopefully the Twitch comments are integrating into my StreamYard here. I don't know if they are or not. But check out the link tree. All my different links, including, actually, let me get this down here, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, also my Amazon wish list, our Patreon page, Cash App, how you can donate to WrestleScope, and everything else is all in the link tree. So check that out in the bio. All right, let's go to the lead story here. Let's go back to the comments real quick first, though. Yes, back to the story about Commander Aziz. Yes, he was on WWE Underground. Yes, he was Dabba-Kato, but now he is Commander Aziz. Yes, with the jacket and pants that don't match. All right. So, is the WWE in turmoil? Yes. Very interesting story. So, about 10 days ago, we ended up with a series of roster cuts. And let me go. Let me just remember who they all were. It was Samoa Joe, Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, Mickie James, Bo Dallas, Kalisto, Wesley Blake, Tucker, Chelsea Green, and Mojo Rawley. So we all know about that. That happened back on April 15th. And then just a couple of days ago, we get word from Mickie James, one of the released talent. That, and you probably saw the picture already. She put it on Instagram and Twitter that she had received a box with a plain black garbage bag with her whatever personal items were left behind at the PC or the WWE locker rooms, whatever it may have been. And a firestorm kicked up with that of, oh my goodness, who in the world did this? Stephanie McMahon and Triple H both tweeted about it, that the situation was taken care of, that the person that was responsible for that had been fired from the company. And then we find out later that night that a slew of corporate backstage people had also been let go from WWE. This came from Mike Johnson at PW Insider. He had reported that, quote, there's been something of a house cleaning on the corporate level within WWE within the last day. This was a couple of days ago. Confirmed changes were Nicole Zioli, the director of talent relations, Joel Villa, who was the manager of publicity and corporate communications, Mead Rust, vice president of communications, referee John Cohn was no longer working with talent relations department as a senior manager, but he maintained his role as a referee. I will have an update on that story. Chris Lengetti had also been hired on, though, as a senior vice president and head of global communications. And the big one was the senior director of talent relations, Mark Carrano, was let go. And Mark Carrano's name has come up big in Trash Bag Gate, as it's being called by everybody. It appears that he was the one that may not have directly sent out these things, but was directly involved in it. And he is the guy that basically fell on the sword because of what happened. And numerous former wrestlers, especially women, have come out and made comments about Mark Carrano, about just a lot of negative comments about him. There was one or two people that came out positive, but there is a lot of people that have been speaking negatively about Mark Carrano. And it makes me wonder, you just take a look at this list of people, and this is a lot of higher level people within WWE. And that is a big change for a company. You have to wonder, obviously, John Laurinaitis coming back and being the head of talent relations once again, they're trimming the fat. You know, they got rid of Mark Carrano. He basically took over the responsibilities of Mark Carrano. Nicole Zioli also gone. It appears from rumors that are going around on Twitter and in the wrestling world that Nick Khan, who is the president of WWE, is trying to stack the deck with his own people. He is trying to do what Triple H has done in NXT, where, you know, he's put his team together, his group of people together, and it appears Nick Khan is doing the same thing in a lot of it. He is clearing house, he's getting rid of people, and he's starting to bring in his own group of people. What does this mean? What is this going to mean for the future of WWE? The whole story with Trash Bag Gate, this is not good for the WWE. They just had their investors call, and obviously question marks are coming up that, you know, it was reported that the 10 talent that were released a week and a half ago, it was because of budget cutbacks. But again, record profits for WWE. So why are there needing to be budget cutbacks? What is going on there? You know, you've got talent that has just been sitting around and not being used. Bo Dallas had not appeared on WWE television for almost 2 years. Aleister Black, who finally reappeared on Smackdown last night, has not been seen on TV in 6 months. You know, you look at that list of talent again. Mojo Rawley. There was a rumor that went around earlier, a couple of days ago, that he may have actually been released back in March, but that was debunked right away. Tucker, he's a guy, yeah, he showed up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but I think he made 2 television appearances since splitting up with Otis, since Heavy Machinery broke up. Wesley Blake, he was part of, you know, that group that was working with, I forget who the other one was, that was working with Baron Corbin as the Knights of Corbin. Didn't do much with him. Billie Kay was on WrestleMania. She was on WrestleMania. Samoa Joe was out in the rain in a poncho in a thunderstorm at WrestleMania. Billie Kay did a phenomenal promo on Raw Talk just a few weeks ago. I'm baffled. I am truly baffled by what is going on with WWE, and I think there is a lot more problems going on than is being made public. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some other shocking things that end up happening here in the very near future. I am very surprised that there have not been more talent releases. There were, I believe it was Wrestling Observer Newsletter had posted the day after these roster cuts that NXT was going to be next, and it was going to be on that Friday, and nothing has happened as of yet, which I'm happy for the talent there. I cannot imagine being a WWE talent right now where everybody's kind of watching behind their back. They don't want to pick up their phone if it's a Connecticut telephone number or whatever John Laurinaitis' cell phone number is. They're not going to want to answer the phone. Like, that next phone call could be my release. It really could be. But I think the bad is going to outweigh the good in WWE for the next few months. I hate to say it. The things are just a mess right now. Raw is an absolutely horrific product. And what they have promoted so far for this week is not looking good right now. We're going to get a rematch on Monday night of Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre versus Mace and Tebar. Will they have their masks back on? Will they not? If they don't have them on, are they going to call them Mace and Tebar, or are they going to be Dio Madden and Dominic Dijakovic? I don't know. What are they going to do? And then Bobby Lashley has an address for Drew McIntyre. So the show is all about Drew McIntyre again. And of course, we're probably going to have Shayna Baszler get pinned in 3 minutes again because Reginald gets involved in a tag team match. It's either going to be Lana and Naomi, or it's going to be Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke or somebody again. And it's just going to be an absolute disaster. That is Monday Night Raw. So you may want to save yourself the 3 hours and, quite honestly, go online at, 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and watch your favorite live Raw post show, or watch Wrestle Talk on Tuesday morning and watch for the review from Luke Owen and Ollie Davis, and save yourself 3 hours, because I get the feeling Raw is going to be really bad this coming Monday night. Now, as we jump in, a show that, well, may not be bad. I'm a little curious as to what's going to happen tomorrow night. Impact Rebellion. And the match that a lot of people are talking about, obviously, the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, taking on the TNA and Impact Champion, Rich Swann. Title for title unification match. Well, maybe not a unification match, but it's champion versus champion, title versus title, with Mauro Ranallo calling the main event. I am excited to see Mauro back. He is going to be absolutely fantastic for this match. Want to talk about the card just a little bit here. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this to work. I'm still learning how to do the share screen thing here. Let's have some fun with it here. We'll click the share button. There we go. There is your main event for tomorrow night. Rich Swann, the Impact World Champion, taking on AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, with the invisible hand, the most annoying man on the planet, Don Callis, title for title. And I will give you what I think is going to end up happening with this. And I've taken some heat for this one. I really have, but I don't think it's going to be as definitive as people are saying it's going to be. That's just my opinion on this. But let's talk about the card in general. It actually looks like a very entertaining card. Obviously, Mauro Ranallo, again, returning to call the Rebellion main event, which is going to be fantastic. The Impact Knockout Tag Team Championship is going to be on the line. The team of Fire and Flavor is going to be taking on Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering. That is going to be fun, and I would not be surprised if we have new Impact Knockout Tag Team Champions with Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering knocking off Fire and Flavor. You have an 8-man tag match, Violent by Design, led by Eric Young, taking on the team of Cowboy James Storm, Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, and Willie Mack. There is a lot of meat in this match. This is going to be just a huge battle. Obviously, James Storm is looking for vengeance after Violent by Design attacked his old tag team partner, Chris Harris. And we shall see who's going to come out on top. I really see VBD coming out on the winning end of this one. Last man standing, Sami Callihan versus Trey Miguel. Sami Callihan the guy is just nuts. He really is. And you put him into a last man standing match, Lord only knows what this dude is going to pull out. Okay? No DQ, no countouts, anything goes. Last man standing. I got to go with Sami Callihan in this match. You forgot about the guy facing Kenny? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute, Hunter. We will. All right. A match that 18 years in the making. Nobody thought it would ever happen. Brian Myers and Matt Cardona fighting over who's going to pay for their next wrestling figures on their podcast. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pick on Myers and Cardona, but this should be an interesting match. You've got guys that were best friends that suddenly are just at each other's throat. Brian Myers doesn't want Matt Cardona stealing his spotlight. That Impact is his. This will be a good match because obviously these guys, they've known each other for so long. They were tag team together. They were tag team champions together. Now they're rivals. This could be, minus the main event, this actually could be the most entertaining match of the night just because of how well these two know each other. I'd have to think. I got to go with Matt Cardona in this one. I just have a feeling he is going to be able to figure out a way to edge out Brian Myers in this match. The X Division Championship is on the line as the champion Ace Austin defends against Josh Alexander and TJP, the former champion. Triple threat for the X Division title. 3 absolutely fantastic athletes in this match. This is another one that is a potential show stealer here. Ace Austin, I see him retaining the title. He is going to hang on to the title by hook or crook in this match. The Impact Knockouts title, Deonna Purrazzo, the champion, defending against the number 1 contender, Tenille Dashwood. She won a shot at the Knockouts Championship. She's going to challenge Purrazzo, who retired the legend Jazz just recently. It is not time for Deonna Purrazzo to lose this match or lose this title. Absolutely not. She is the queen of that division right now, has been dominating, and it doesn't end anytime soon. Tenille Dashwood is not the one to take the title off of her. Another title match. You've got the Impact Tag Team titles as the Good Brothers, part of the Elite, looking to get their titles back from the team of Finn Juice. They are the Impact Tag Team champions. They shocked the world by defeating the Good Brothers a little over a month ago. This match right here is going to determine what's going to happen in the main event. I'm going to say this now. If the Good Brothers win this match and regain the Impact Tag Team titles, Kenny Omega will win the Impact World title. If FinJuice is able to, in some way, shape, or form, be able to hang on to these titles, something else is going to end up happening in that main event match. So I'm putting that out there right now. I am going to go with FinJuice retaining the Impact World Tag Team titles. And we go back over once again to our main event, and let's go ahead and bring that graphic up one more time here. It is the Impact World Champion, Rich Swann, taking on the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, title for title, winner takes all. Scott D'Amore and Tony Khan, they confirmed at the press conference that there was going to be a winner. Do you really trust wrestling promoters when they say, absolutely, there's going to be a winner? Like we've never had a screw job in a match like this before. Like we've never had something stupid end up happening in this type of match where there wasn't a definitive winner. Again, I'm going to stick with my prediction that FinJuice is going to end up retaining the Impact World Tag Team titles. I think this is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Don Callis will get involved. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Moose appear, because Moose basically came out and warned Rich Swann on Impact this last week. If you lose that title belt, actually it's both belts, it's the TNA and the Impact titles that Rich Swann has now. If you lose this match and lose that title, there's basically going to be hell to pay. I think Moose is going to get involved in here somehow. But how I see this playing out, both guys, it's going to look close. There's going to be a lot of near falls, maybe a couple of potential finishing moves. I don't think the One-Wing Angel is going to appear in this match. We're going to see Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston show up. And those two are going to somehow, whether it's a DQ or something else, there will not be a definitive winner to this match. And the reason, I have two reasons for saying this. One, I believe that because they didn't promote this very well on AEW, Kenny Omega kind of mentioned it in passing. They have not been promoting this match at all. Kenny Omega is not going to come in with another title. He has barely appeared with the AAA Mega Championship on AEW television. If he is supposedly still going with this belt collector gimmick, why isn't he coming out with two belts? Why is he not doing that? The belt collector gimmick, I believe, is dead. I believe this is leading to something bigger than Kenny Omega taking away what really is a secondary promotion title that really doesn't mean anything. And if the Impact World Championship goes over to AEW, Kenny Omega is not going to appear. Now, granted, Impact is taping a slew of shows coming up in the next couple of days following this that are going to take them through the next month or so. So, yes, Kenny Omega could appear on Impact Wrestling for the next month, and it won't affect anything in AEW. So one of two things is going to happen here. Again, I still believe that Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston are going to show up, and they are going to end up causing, a double disqualification, count out, something. There will not be a definitive winner. No belts will change hands, because there's no stipulations in this. It's just title for title. So there's either going to be a rematch at AEW's Double or Nothing next month, Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega, which would be kind of cool, or we're going to see Kenny Omega and somebody, or the Good Brothers taking on Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. but I'd rather see Kenny Omega and a partner, or Moxley, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers taking on Impact World Champion Rich Swann, Kenny and Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston at Double or Nothing. What do you think? I've taken a lot of crap from people on the internet about this one, and I'm sticking to it. Kenny Omega is not going to win another world title on a show that has no fans. That on a show that, no offense to Impact Wrestling, a pay-per-view that is not going to draw a ton of people. I mean, they're going to get a good draw for this. There's going to be AEW fans that come over and watch it, but not like Double or Nothing's going to get. Not like they draw on AEW Dynamite. Hunter thinks Kenny's going to win. All right. But he gets what I'm saying, which is good. I'm sticking to that prediction that there will not be a unified champion. Neither one of these guys pictured is going to walk out with the other belt after Sunday night. I'm going to stick to it because they haven't built to anything yet for Double or Nothing. And Double or Nothing is in a month. They're going to have to start promoting things very soon. And I think it starts after this. I think it may start as early as this Wednesday night on Dynamite, which is a taped Dynamite. They already taped it. It's the go-home show for the Blood and Guts show. So this will be the final Dynamite for 2 weeks before they can start building for Double or Nothing. And they got to do something soon here. They can't pull a WWE and be promoting pay-per-views with just 2 weeks left. So I'm sticking with my prediction there. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it. But if I'm right, I'm going to be the first guy that's going to be out there screaming from the trees that I told you so. I will do it because I'm not humble that way. I'm really not. I will take credit when I get something right, doggone it. I was one of the few people that predicted that Bobby Lashley was going to retain his title at WrestleMania. I'm that good. Now, Hunter, okay, before we get out of the show, all right, I need to do something for you. You asked for it, and I'm disappointed. I am, and this is not Wrestle Talk's fault. I had ordered my Good Egg shirt on the day that it was supposed to come out, and they're doing a great job of getting gear out and everything. I was really, really hoping that my Good Egg shirt was going to show up today. Because did I leave it? Because my birthday's tomorrow. And I had special plans for the Good Egg shirt tomorrow. And as the reigning defending, well, let me put it on the other side. The reigning defending could be disputed Wrestling Daily, I'm a Good Egg prediction champion of the world. There it is for you, Hunter. And hold on, let me get your other. Yep, the Egg Champ is in the house. I wanted to wear the shirt and the belt tomorrow, but it got delayed. So I'm thinking it's going to show up. I think it's going to show up on Monday, which I'm sad about. Again, I'm not. It's not Wrestle Talk's fault. It is not, because I was actually impressed. I got my Wrestling Daily shirt sooner than I thought I would, and I was really hoping, based on that and looking at when my shirt shipped, that it was going to be here in time. Now, maybe it could still show up tonight. I highly doubt it, though, because it was coming through postal and our mail showed up. I still have my belt, and as promised, thanks, Hunter. I've been promising that there was going to be a, oh, look who's here, Carol. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for coming in here. The Wrestling Daily family is in the house. Thank you so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Hunter, also, thank you for the early birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so no good egg shirt for tomorrow unless something really strange happens. I'm hoping, though, on Tuesday for the call-ins, which I don't want people to get mad at me if I do a call-in on Wrestling Daily for a 5th week in a row. But yeah, let's see. What is it? Oh, yeah, it's almost midnight over there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, another one of the good eggs. Thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate that. Yeah, the good egg they should be, if the order went in, if Chris ordered yours the first day, it should be coming any day now. I know mine shipped, I think it was last week Friday. So it might have been Monday. I don't remember. I'd have to look. But it should be any day now. I'm excited, but I want it to be here Monday at the latest because I need to appear on Wrestling Daily on a call-in with the shirt and the belt, and hopefully my promo, my promo for you made sure. I know you did, and Chris took care of you. I know that. I'm just about ready to do my promo to teach Louie how to do a good promo to get a feud going with Lori Blake, with El Facador. So I need to get that out this week. I also need to do one other thing so I can actually make it a legit challenge. Hey, I do want to talk about one other thing here, and I need to let me try doing something here because the glare up there is really bad. That's not going to work. That did not work. What if I tried? Oh, dear. No, I didn't want that. What if I put this up there? Will that change? Yeah, that helped the glare a little bit. So behind me, I don't have the belts behind me anymore because tomorrow, if everything goes well, oh, Hunter, really? You're going Team Kenny, huh? All right. Whatever. Okay. I want to promote somebody here. Now, she's not a wrestling person. Okay, but she's somebody I follow, a very talented musician, a wonderful person as well. You can see her back here, the wonderful Cassie London. I was blessed earlier this week. She sent a nice little care package to me with an autographed poster and a personalized card and a few other little things. I would love it if you folks went and checked her out on YouTube. Everything she has is Cassie London, as it's spelled. Check her out on YouTube. Check her out on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Take a listen to her songs. You don't have to purchase it. Just stream her songs. She's got some great songs. Old school, suburbs, absolutely fantastic music. Let's get her some extra listens on her music. She's going to be dropping some new music very soon. Wonderfully talented young woman, just a sweetheart in general. Please check her out online. She doesn't know I'm doing this. I'm going to actually tag her in this video once the live is done. But please check her out online, Cassie London. You will love her music. She is absolutely fantastic. All right, I am going to get out of here, folks. Oh man, we didn't hit an hour. Darn. Maybe I'll stick around. Let's do this. Let me do this real quick. Let's have a little bit of fun here. For the final 10 minutes of this show tonight, you can ask the Good Egg Champion anything. Ask John anything. We're going to open the floor. Yeah, you miss Mox's champion. Yeah, Mox was good as a champion. Yes, he was. He was really good as a champion. But ask John anything. Let's have some fun here. Fun? Yes. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Carol? Fun? Yes, fun. Let's have some fun. Ask John anything. It could be wrestling related. It could be anything. The only thing I ask is that we stay away from politics. Okay? Politics and anything of that sort. I don't want to talk about those things. Let's keep it light, friendly, and fun here. So, especially for my Wrestling Daily family, is there anything that you're curious about John from WrestleScope? All right. And maybe what I'll do, what I should have done, I should have saved some packs of cards to open here too, but I didn't. Tomorrow, if all goes well, I was saying this earlier, I'm finally going to show off what is my favorite promotion out of NJPW, AEW, WWE, and Impact. Well, honestly, New Japan, I haven't watched enough of. Right now, and I am a longtime WWE fan, I've got to say it's AEW right now. Because I am watching all of the, minus being the Elite, I'm watching Dark Elevation. I'm watching Dark, and I'm watching Dynamite every week. I'm watching Stephanie Chase and all of her stuff as she's talking about AEW. That is my favorite promotion right now. Though I still watch all 3 hours of Raw, both hours of SmackDown, both hours of NXT. Call me a glutton for punishment, but I do it. I still do it. So Impact, I tend to forget that they are on Twitch on Thursday nights. I wanted to catch it this last Thursday night, but I got home from soccer practice late and just haven't been feeling good the last few days. It's been kind of a stressful week, and have not been feeling the greatest. So it's been kind of hard to focus on those things. Favorite AEW champion? Well, it's hard to go against Chris Jericho, the very first champion. Jericho was fantastic as a champion. Mox, like you said too, Hunter, Jon Moxley, great champion too. Kenny Omega in his own right. I've never been a fan of Kenny Omega. I've never been a fan of anything he's done. He is a talented wrestler, great athlete. I've just never been a fan of any of his characters. So I'd have to say, since there's only been 3 AEW champions, I've got to go with Chris Jericho. Now, Carol, AEW is a favorite too. Again, I still watch all of WWE, but it's really hard. Yeah, I know. CM Chris loves Kenny Omega. I know that. Again, absolutely no knock on his talent. The guy is an extremely talented wrestler. I'm just not a fan of his character. That's the way it is. I'm just not. Much like Charlotte Flair. I put him, and boy, I could take some heat for that one. I put him in the same category as Charlotte Flair. Appreciate the athletic talent. Think they're great athletes. Can't stand their characters. Okay? Charlotte Flair, oh my goodness, the way she whines on television right now, her high pitch, I'm the, what is she calling herself? I'm the opportunity. You shut up. Just shut up. I loved Jeremy Lambert's tweet. And Carol, you may remember this getting mentioned on, I forget which day it was on Wrestling Daily, but yeah, Jeremy Lambert had the tweet. I think it was on Wednesday, talking about how, imagine on the fake suspension she's on, she gets legit pregnant. Wouldn't that be irony? Wouldn't that be irony? Yes, the Omni Flare. Sorry, Allie Davis. See, we're having fun. We're having fun in this bonus section of I almost said Wrestling Daily, WrestleScope Weekly. Oh, yeah. You know what? Nobody has still gotten the answer right, too, though, about from Wrestling Daily the other day. I've been plugging here that, and let me put it up again just because I'm a mark for myself. My birthday is tomorrow. Nobody on Wrestling Daily guessed my age right. Who is my favorite male wrestler? Let me ask you this, Hunter. Are you talking of all time or currently? If we're going of all time, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He was the very first wrestler that, there was wrestlers I liked early on, but the one that really caught my attention when I was younger, that really just, I need to see every match this guy is in, everything he's doing, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It was everything leading up to WrestleMania 3 versus Randy Savage. All the stuff that for the 8-9 months prior to that led up to it, Ricky Steamboat. Currently, wow, that's a tough one. NXT, it's Adam Cole. WWE, boy, it's really hard to say. I really do like what Roman Reigns is doing right now. I love just his character development and everything that's going on with him. So in WWE, I'd have to say Roman Reigns. And it's not because he's the champion. It's just because of everything that he's doing. So great question there. Yep. Now, so you got both. Carol, you're wrong. Not 44. Don't maybe let the gray hairs in the beard and mustache deceive you. Not much gray hair up here, balding just a little bit, but nobody on Wrestling Daily got it right yet. We'll have to see on Tuesday. I'm assuming Alex is not going to have a Monday show. Wow, Hunter, awesome. Carol, I don't think you are, because I believe I know how old you are. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say it out here. If you want to put it in the comments, I won't put it up on the screen. Oh wait, no, everybody else will see it. Yeah, don't do. If you want to DM me on Twitter, I thought I knew, but maybe I don't. I can't remember if we had chatted about it before. All right, hold on. I could have sworn. Maybe we didn't. I don't know why I'm thinking we did talk about it. No, Hunter, you did not. Okay. All right, Carol, I don't know if I'm going to answer you. I did get your DM. Carol. Okay. No, Hunter, did you get it right? No, you did not get it right. I am not 30. I wish I was, but I'm not. It was a long time ago. As Carol knows, I have 6 children, and WrestleScope Jr. is, I did mention how old WrestleScope Jr. is. I mentioned that he's 19. He's going to be 20 soon. So, and my phone. Oh. Nope, not 36. If we don't get it in the next minute here, and do not just keep going up number by number, Hunter, because I'm not going to respond. I think we're going to stop there. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and end this. By the time I go through all my plugs and everything else, we'll get to the 1 hour mark. So we will end the Ask John Anything for this week. All right. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. This is day number 24 of, where did I do with it? Where did it go? It's gone. There we go. This is day number 24 of the 30 days of WrestleScope. I got to tell you, let me admit something here real quick. It was tough for me last night. I just was not feeling it last night, and I almost didn't end up doing one. But, I'm sticking with it. I said I was going to do 30 days, and I'm going to do 30 days, and I may continue on. I may turn it into the 60 days of WrestleScope. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be the 365 days of WrestleScope. I don't know. If that's what it takes to get me to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to do it. So to help me get there, and I know everybody that's in here right now that's watching live is a subscriber, so thank you very much. Please like this video. Share this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you have not done so yet. So that way you will know every time something brand new is posted here on WrestleScope. Not everything is live. I do pre-record some stuff and throw it up there depending on when I'm on and how things are going. So definitely do that. Also, follow me on TikTok, on Twitter, and on Instagram. I haven't been doing as much on TikTok lately, but I'm going to start jumping in there and getting a little bit more. The easiest thing for you to do is go to my link tree, which is in my bio. You will see all my links for all my social media, also my Patreon, which I am starting to put different news stories up there as well, things that I'm writing up myself. Also, there's a support WrestleScope tab on there if you just feel the desire to be nice to me and support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, as I've mentioned, I plug it, if you want to go to the Amazon wish list, you can too. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. And I have to plug my friends as well. Obviously, Wrestling Daily. If you're not following Wrestling Daily, please do. Alex McCarthy, Louis Dangor, Stephanie Chase, and SP3 from True Heel Heat every Tuesday through Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. What would it be? It would be 7 o'clock. Yep. 8 p.m. in the UK. Tuesday through Friday. They do a fantastic job every week talking about all things wrestling. So please give all of them, Wrestling Daily, Stephanie Chase, and True Heel Heat, follows on YouTube. Would greatly appreciate it. They are my friends. They are my family in the Wrestling Daily. Absolutely love those guys. Last couple of comments here. Cheap plugs, of course. Gotta plug them. Because one of these days, I don't have the picture available. One of these days, Alex McCarthy is going to give me royalties for that picture of me with the shirt and the belt that he keeps showing every doggone day. Every shirt that is sold after he does that, I should be getting a percentage of. I have to have somebody end up negotiating that for me. Carol, you have a great night as well. Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody that tuned in tonight, jumped in on the comments. Greatly appreciated. Anybody watching this on replay, I will be responding to all comments there as well. And if you're listening to the audio podcast, thank you so much. That is right, Hunter. I am the reigning, defending, could be disputed, Wrestling Daily Good Egg prediction champion of the world. That is right. I am John from WrestleScope. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy Impact Rebellion tomorrow night. And we're not going to have a dual champion. The next dual champion that there will be is going to be me when I win the Jam That Championship from either Louis Dangor, who is not going to beat the champion, or El Fakador, Lori Blake. I will be the dual champion. Have a good night, everybody.